Hello, integrated science students. Here is the video demonstration that we're looking at from Explore 3 on constructive and destructive forces of water. There's a difference between the two that you've already answered and hopefully correctly identified in the questions above in this Google form. But I want to show you this demonstration, and it's broken down into several parts. This is part one, and I'm showing you all the materials that we would do in the lab with this, where we're looking at weathering and erosion and then after effects of constructive or destructive forces of water. So I already filmed this video with the demonstration with everything, and this is part one. We're going to have a timer. You're going to have 3 different colors of sand, and we prepare by having our water measured out beforehand that we were going to use. Distilled water usually is what I use. And then I separate each component of sand, and I would dampen them and make sure that they're not together. And I would pre-dampen them before we would set it up in our trays. And so here in part one, we would then take our tray it's a paint tray that we would do, and we would measure both ends of the sides, and I would measure to the center with the measuring tape and masking tape that I would use. And from there, where I have my center marked, I would then bring my 3 different colors of sand that's representing layers of the earth. About 250 milligrams is what I would, or milliliters is what I'd measure out. And then I would pat them out flat on one area on top of the tray. Once I got the first layer patted out and flat, I would take the second layer of sand and I would just create that caked layer as you see as I'm spreading and patting it down like you see. Then I would take the final layer of sand and put that on top. And again, I pre-dampened these before. I would instruct students to always take diagrams, but you have this video to rewind and watch the diagram. And then I would measure out about 250 milliliters of water. We would take a picture and everything to help us with our diagrams. And then I would pour in the center solidly the 250 milliliters of water and then observe what happens. Obviously, we see movement. Did it change our model? And of course, we could see that it starts to slope and creates what looks like a moraine. So I would take another 250 milliliters of water and trial again. Of course, you see all of it slip to the bottom. And then I would, of course, empty water as necessary in a waste bucket. We would do another trial here and observe what has happened from where we started out to where we ended, okay? So that is part one. Take care, guys.